Well, it looks like a good thing that I changed these plugs. I've been checking the resistance on each of the old wires when I take them off, and whereas the new wires have resistance of about 3,000, the old wires have 7 or 8,000 ohms of resistance, which that's more resistance. But I took off one plug here, the last one I got out, and maybe I pulled on it a little too hard, and maybe I pulled it apart or something. I don't think I did. These things will take a lot of abuse. But it has zero. It gets zero reading. It has zero continuity. So this car has probably been running on 7 cylinders for a good while. It's hard to believe. I don't think it's been running on 7 cylinders. It runs too good. So maybe it's just been missing intermittently, and I messed up the messed up the wire taking it off. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? It's a Corvette. Anyway, why did GM put a distributor? Here's the distributor right here. The water pump sets up here. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Why did they do that? General Motors in 1995 had to be smarter than that. It's a great running car. It's a great ignition system. It's perfect, spot on, never has to be timed or anything. But all water pumps eventually leak. Plus oil will get into this. And it's down here where water splashes up on it, and they get moisture in them. And the 95 and 96 had vents and vacuum on the distributor to help with that problem. But the 92 through 94 didn't. And they put these motors and that same ignition system in Impalas, Firebirds, Camaros, lots of other, and some pickup trucks, lots of other GM cars. You would think GM hadn't learned anything in 100 and something years of making internal combustion engines. But at least it's not like Ford's doing now, has for a while, and maybe they still are. Maybe other companies are doing it. The Coyote Ford engine series, they put the water pump inside the engine, and there's no such thing as a water pump that doesn't eventually leak. And after so many miles, they're all going to leak. And on the Coyote Fords, you've got to take the part of the motor apart just to change the water pump. And that's one thing I'll say about the Ford, this model car here. That's the easiest water pump to change I've ever seen. It's not belt driven, it's gear driven. And one good thing about them, if your belt flies off, I can still start this car right now with no belt on it, and it'll run a little while. If I put the water pump back on it, it will run just fine. I'll just have to steer. It'd be hard to steer, but I had a belt go out on me one time, and I was able to drive it to the shop because the water pump is gear driven and don't depend on the belt. So at least that's one thing you can say for GM. They did that. But wow, what a engine to work on. But this 350 short block, one of the best motors ever made. It's just the electronics they put on it. It just really screwed it up. Oh well. I'm out for now.